Good evening, everybody.
Evening, everybody.
Hey, so what's going down now?
My blood alcohol level. Suds, do your work.
Today is Friday.
Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got to do.
It's June 28th. Is this mic hot?
Microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
Man, I am JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube Comic Community Channel Guide. This is the show where I'm going to share some of my top picks from the sea of comic content that was released yesterday. Then I'm going to run down a lineup of content creators that are either releasing, premiering, or going live. Now, halfway through the lineup, I got a new segment titled the Instagram Tag of the Day. And then finally, to end today's show, I'm going to open a random package from that crazy, stupid pile of comics I still have left open in a segment titled What's in the Box Already? Okay, let's get started with a quick recap of yesterday's highlights. There are links to these channels in the description below. These channels have been discovered. Okay, the first item on the recap comes from the Boatwright Family and Comics channel. They released a terrific video yesterday titled Drawing Hulk on a blank Immortal Hulk 1. Let's take a peek. That's good stuff right there. If you want to see this entire video and more great content from the Boatwright Family and Comics channel, click the link right here. Okay, for today's last item on the recap, I wanted to revisit another amazing contest that's currently going on right now over at the Comic Core channel. Let's let Chuck of Chuckload of Comics tell us all about it.
Hey there, comic book fans. How would you like to win a trip for two to Baltimore Comic-Con? Well, your good friends at the Comic Core are giving you a chance to do just that. How do you enter to win? It's super duper easy. Follow the link in the description of this video, find the Comic Core on YouTube, and click that subscribe button. Once you're there, here's the fun part. Make a short video. Tell them why you are the superfan, why you should win the trip to Baltimore Comic-Con. The Comic Core is going to pick one lucky winner, give them round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and 3-day passes to the largest comic book convention on the East Coast. Who is the Comic Core, you may ask? Well, they're the largest comic community-run comics channel on YouTube, hosting live chats 5 nights a week, covering everything new in the world of comics, everything happening in the world of fandom. Find them on YouTube, click that subscribe button, make that video, and you could be flying away to Baltimore Comic-Con.
Now, if you want to join me and the Comic Core team in Baltimore, then get your entry in and post a link to your video in the description of that contest video. There's a link to that contest video right here. Okay, let's get to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. All of these times are listed to both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and there are channel links with timestamps in the description below. Today there are 14 shows in the lineup, 3 are premiering or going live. So, first up at 12 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, over at the Area 51 channel, he released a video titled Toy Rescue 911 Episode 8, The Long Weekend Edition. Also at 12 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, over at the Blast It or Stash It Comic Show channel, Huey released a video titled Previews Part 5 Marvel Comics. Now check out the entire series that included Image and Dark Horse in Part 1, IDW and Dynamite in Part 2, Independence in Part 3, and DC in Part 4. Good stuff, Huey. Okay, at 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern, oh yeah, that's my jam! Okay, over at the Rican in his comics channel, Rod released the second installment in his new series titled Episode Number 2, The Rican Scale. DC, Marvel, and Image. It was fantastic. Okay, at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, over at the POCAN Joe channel, he released a video titled Comic Core Baltimore Comic Con Contest. Good luck on that entry, Joe. Hilarious as always. Okay, at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, over at the Perry I'm Changing the Game with This Blazer Comics channel, Perry released a quick 3-minute video titled New Trades and Omnibus coming out for week 27, 7-3. I watched this one already and it was great. Check it out. Okay, at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, over at the Burke Family 54 Comics channel, Steve is premiering a video titled Comic Book Collection Part 1, Books A through Z. Alright, now at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, head over to the Count Von Strange the 4th channel for a premiere video titled Figure Friday. Now if you like action figures, then you won't want to miss this one. Okay, this is the halfway point of the lineup, so it's time for the new segment titled the Instagram Tag of the Day. So today's tag comes from nobody. I didn't get tagged today for anything all morning crazy. So I'm going with First Appearance Friday, and I'm using my Ultimate Fallout 4 issue number 4, first appearance of Miles Morales. And I tagged Perry Comics, Comics with Bueller, Terry23, and Just a Rican in his comics. Alright, now that was fun. Let's get back to the lineup. At 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, okay, YouTube got crazy on this video, so they're actually redoing the live stream that they just had last Wednesday. So I'm going to redo the spot. We've got a new channel named Metaphorical, and they should be going live today with the second episode of a new live stream titled Nite and Nerdy, Episode 2, Immortal Hulk, John Constantine, Spawn, the Horror. Let's join him and guest team CGC 9.8, Justice for Comics, in the live chat and show our support. Okay, at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, over at the Comics with Bueller channel, Bueller is going live. It's Friday and Bueller is rolling solo tonight, so he's going to need us in the chat. It's always a good time on Friday night with Bueller. Okay, next up at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, head over to the Lords of the Longbox channel for a live stream we've been hearing about all week. It's a live comic book auction tonight and the books are fire. There are preview videos available, the link right here. Okay, tonight at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, over at the Economics and Comics channel, Billy is going live with a stream titled Biggest Comic Book Theft Ever, World's Highest Graded Batman Collection with owner Randy Lawrence. Please join him in the chat and learn this amazing story, and maybe you might have information to add. Okay, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, head over to the Comic Tom 101 channel for a premiere video titled Hot Top 10 Comic Books on the Rise. Now this is where Tom and Sensei Russ go over the CBSI Top 10 list and then break in the middle to share some of the comic community's great hunting finds during the week. Make sure you have your notification bell on and you won't miss it. Okay, also at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, over at the Big Will channel, Big Will is going live with a stream titled CGC Unboxing with Friends. So, join Will in the chat with guests Jason of JP's Budget Collecting and Steve of Burke Family 54 Comics and leave a thumbs up. At 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Comic Core Live. So, tonight, let's join Comic Core Chad, Cat Red Figures and Mark, Midwest Comic Man Drew Manchu, and C. Woodard of C. Wood 19. It's Friday night, people. Let's have a good time. Well, that's all for today's lineup, but now for a new segment I'm calling What's in the Box Already. Now, this box is huge. It just came in. I got it from an Instagrammer. I'm going to leave his information in the chat, and maybe I'll edit it in. And hey, you know what? Let me cover this up. This box is fragile.
Ah, fragile. It must be Italian.
Okay, so this was an Instagram purchase from a gentleman named Just Rocky6 who actually sent me a little letter that says, Discovery Bay Comics, thank you 1,000 times. Here's a little something extra. I believe what you put into the universe will eventually come back to you. Signed, Just Rocky. IG Comic Family, and he sent me Heroes in Crisis #1. And I believe there's another book in here too, isn't there? Yeah. And a Catwoman 39, but that's not what I purchased from him. What I purchased from him was actually kind of my grail. Are you ready? Are you ready? Have you guys seen one of these before? This is a statue that pops out. It's a sculpted statue of the Grail, which I'll probably never own. That giant size X-Men one that I thought I had as a kid, which I can't seem to find. But anyway, that will be going on the wall. That was fun. Thanks for watching that one. Alright, so before I wrap up today, I wanted to shout out the channel's newest Patreon member, Metaphorical. Thank you so much for believing in our vision enough to support us on Patreon. And if you're not familiar with Metaphorical, they're a new channel putting out some great content. Check them out at the link right here. Thanks for taking the time to watch me and our channel today. Please visit me on Facebook and Instagram, where I'll be posting this schedule with any ads and or changes this afternoon. Like I mentioned, we've also got a Patreon page if you're interested in supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you know of anyone that might be interested in this information or may want to be included in the show, please share this with them. Also, leave me a comment below on how I can improve this show or if there's a channel out there I should be watching. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, think about subscribing so you don't miss any of this great new content. Who knows? You may find your new favorite channel today. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.